Is my for package that didn't come. So hi, so I'm embarking on an Eat the Rainbow challenge for 7 days. I will be consuming the recommended amount of fruits and vegetables needed for the average person for 7 days. This will include 30 to 50, because my friend challenged me, vegetables. So I'm going to be showing you what I'll be eating every single day and kind of giving you a glimpse of what it looks like to eat what you need to eat. Let's do this. So this was a pretty busy day. I had to rush to meet my sister, to meet my dad at the hospital. So as soon as I got up, I was supposed to be waiting for a package that didn't come. So I did make something to take with me on the go. And you'll see that later in my little lunchbox I purchased. So I wanted to make something quick, but also protein packed. And as always, I like to plan out my meals. I plan out 90% of them inside of my notes. If not, I plan them out in my little menu in my notebook. But for this challenge, I decided to put them in my notes because then I can actually show you guys the visual and you have the recipes available via my note. So today I went with a chocolate high protein collagen packed smoothie that was also anti-inflammatory. I included ginger and turmeric. The ginger gave it a little zinc and it tasted really good. I thought it was going to be weird, but it wasn't weird. It was pretty yummy. I drank that whole thing. And then I also made a little snack box or lunch box, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, when I'm busy, protein shakes are my go-to, or a quick juice. And I usually like to prep my juice a few days before. And you'll see that throughout my challenge, that I do like to prep. Prep is like super important to me. So yeah, we're doing the cocoa in there, cacao, and some almonds I added in because I didn't make any almond milk, and I also didn't have any almond milk as of yet, and I have to prep for that. But yeah, then we're going to add in the collagen peptide protein and blend. I have to figure out what I want to put inside of my lunchbox. I have some organic blueberries, some leftover goji berries from the show. I have some packaged guacamole. I have some carrots, and I also have an apple. I'm gonna put all of that inside of there, so I'm just gonna make that up and I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm gonna finish making my smoothie. So the smoothie has protein, it has cacao powder because I don't like vanilla. It has banana, and I think I'm gonna add in some frozen fruit just to add a little diversity. So I might do raspberries if I have some in the freezer, or I might just add some ginger. Oh, ginger would be nice in there. I'll throw a piece of ginger in there to add a little zinc, and some a little bit of turmeric, and that's it. Yeah. So I am preparing my little lunchbox. As you can see, this is an apple that I used prior. And one tip, if you're looking at apples to your meal plan or your meal box, soak them in salt water for like a minute. I usually cut mine to size to fit inside of my box. So I'm soaking that in water while I cut up the other pieces. And I'm just going to use this probably for something else. I'm going to wash off my blueberries, but I just want to add them and also weigh out my fruit because I, like to keep track of what I'm eating. And I also want to make sure that I'm eating the amount I'm supposed to eat. 400 grams, or is it 400? Yeah, 400 grams of fruit, or 80. I don't remember. It's around there somewhere. So yeah, I'm weighing it out to see exactly how much of each fruit and veggie that I'm eating that day. And this definitely helped me when I was tracking. If you're looking to track, if you're not, then freehand it. It's up to you. But this was so much fun. And I knew exactly what I was putting in here because I had a checklist of what I had already consumed, making it easy for me to kind of put together my meal box. So yeah, once that was all ready and everything was in, I kind of looked over, made sure I had everything. The carrots were a little bit too tall. So after cutting the carrots and kind of figuring out where I wanted to place everything, because I am very much an analytical person when it comes to how I want my food to look visually, Visually pleasing is very important. We eat with our eyes first as people. I know I eat with my eyes first. And let me tell you, this little boxy box was amazing. I took it with me to the gym because I did wind up going to the gym a little bit later, and I ate this while I was at the gym, and it was a lifesaver. I had enough protein. I had my veggies. I had a little minor carb. It was just perfect. So as you can see, I'm cutting the carrots to size to fit inside the box. The excess little pieces of carrots I'll either compost or I'll add to a soup or I'll just snack on. And yeah, it made it a million times easier, and I had to rush. So this was all very quick. I couldn't do a full talk while I was looking at the video or at the camera. So yeah, this was a busy day. It was quick go, let me go. But I still wanted to be able to share like this experience with you guys so you can see what I'm eating. So yeah, this is me running back and forth throughout the house to make sure I have everything, cleaning stuff off. So yeah, I do disappear and come back in the camera a lot, but you know, this is all for rushness, but also making sure I'm showing up. So everything's washed off. We're weighing everything out, making sure I know how much everything is, making sure everything's tiered, and I'm just adding that to my notes so I know. Again, you don't have to do that. I'm gonna add the celery and the celery and the carrots together, and I'm going to put those in there. I love having that together. We're gonna dry everything off and make sure everything is calculated. Mathing is mathing. And then I am going to dry off my apples. This is all finished. So I have my apples, my carrots, my celery, and my protein source. I have some golden berries and blueberries. And then I'm also gonna bring this with me to eat my veggies with. So that gives me, there's about 3, 4. There's lime, lemon, jalapeno, and avocado. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 veggies and fruits within this. Here is my first box paired with some guacamole. I'm eating it because, you know, why not? I have it, use it. What I have inside my little lunchbox, I have my coconut water, my protein shake, my 2 mandarin oranges, my little lunchbox, and I'm bringing one more thing. My lunchbox, I have my little lunchbox thing. I have my green juice, water, 2 mandarin oranges, 2 dates, guacamole, coconut water, and a protein shake. I have made it home out of the burnt, freezing cold. I'm gonna go home, make some dinner. After getting home, I decided and looked at the list of the foods I hadn't eaten yet, and I had some potatoes in dry storage, so I went with these 3. I went with the Yukon Gold potato, Japanese sweet potato, and a regular sweet potato. Okay. I chopped these or sliced them very thinly so that they can cook easily while steaming. Again, if you steam your food, it retains more of its nutrients. Plus, I hadn't eaten a Japanese sweet potato before, and let me tell you, they are delicious. This Yukon Gold was so creamy and yummy, and of course my favorite, the ever so infamous sweet potato, is just like a go-to. I will be steaming potatoes from now on, and they just cook within minutes. Now you can see this is my variety of my 3 root veggies, potatoes. So these are what those look like, all cut up. Next I added everything to a steamer, starting with the Japanese sweet potato, kind of outlining them and keeping the ones that were a little bit thicker closer together. And then I added in my little mini cut sweet potatoes, and I added in the rest of my honey nut squash, because when I tell you this was amazing, it was so good. Honey nut squash steamed is definitely a must try if you've never had it before. I added this to the steamer and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes while I prepped my fava bean soy-free tofu. I also made a cucumber side dish, and I'm gonna add this spinach into the steamer. If you watch my video from the other day, I just added the spinach on top and let the residual steam, cook the spinach off and cook the rawness off. I'm going to add this cucumber to the side, add a little salt and pepper just to give it a little seasoning, in our all-purpose seasoning. When I tell you, this was an amazing dish, it was so good. Then I cup up my soy-free tofu. This is packed with protein but low in calories. Fava beans are amazing. This is not a cheap alternative, but it is very well worth it if you can afford it. And this is my spread of goodies. When I tell you I enjoyed this so much. And that was day 2.